Auckland is significant. We need to understand it because it impacts the rest of the country. This is a study done by Harrison Grierson back in 2011. Black line represents the metropolitan urban limit of Auckland. White means there's no capacity left to build. That's 2011, and they forecast out to 2021 and said that there's going to be a lot of suburbs that get completely built out. In 2031, there'll be no ability to create any more housing, and that's why they introduced the unitary plan that allows for greater intensification. This plan also said, research also said by 2023 you won't be able to build any more standalone housing. When I first put the slide up in 2011, people threw sausage rolls at me and told me I was a lunatic. But then we're starting to see that come to fruition. We've done the unitary plan, but it's not going to solve the problem, because just because you technically can build, it doesn't mean people will, because of construction costs and Resource Management Act and publicly notified consents restricting people. And it's just, there's so many things that can restrict you actually building on a site, or just an investor that doesn't want to build because they just want to hang on and experience capital growth because they don't want to become a developer. So we have this rule book for all. It's 70% up and 30% out, and that will help ease some supply constraints, but it's not going to happen quickly in our opinion. And just remember, we haven't touched on it, but developer finance has just become hard to get because we've lost that mezz finance industry during the GFC, and then banks at the moment, property developers are evil Knievils that shouldn't be talked to in general, and it's just so hard to get money out of them for development. And then they make developers get 100% pre-sales to reduce their risk entirely, and by the time they've done that, over 18 months, prices have gone up again, so they've got to pull the development and start again. So it's just not an easy environment in New Zealand to solve the supply problem. We need new dwellings. I won't dwell on this. I won't get into this too deeply because we've got to keep moving, and we need new dwellings, but we're not meeting the requirement. New solutions are required. It's unaffordable, so let's do Kiwi Build and let's build 100,000 homes over 10 years and be aspirational, which is all well and good, but until you build houses that people don't want and employ CEOs that then take off, and it's just a shambles. And what do we do? Well, it'll be interesting to see what genie they pull out of the hat. I think there may have been some revised targets released today, but it's not working. And it's this is a government that says they can do all of this for the nation. And yes, we do need to address affordability of homes, and we need to provide homes for all. But my message is, well, actually, the government can't do it by themselves, and they need to make it attractive for the private industry, for the private sector to get involved. And there needs to be more than just saying that we'll buy some of your development. That's a massive topic. Massive barriers for developers that we've talked about, so we'll keep going on that one. What government is actually taking? They tried to do SHAs, that's been repealed. Rules Reduction Task Force, remember that's gone. I mean, the Resource Management Act to strip costs and delays, I just don't see great progress on that. Development contributions reviewed. No, that doesn't seem to be much happening there. Kiwi Build, no. Redevelop Crownland, not seeing much. So just real restrictions.